Hi, beautiful Virgo. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Virgo, this is your love reading starting here today on the 1st of March, which is absolutely beautiful because it's so new and vibrant energy. I've set the time frame for your love reading for early March till early April of 2021. So if we're going to sort of just look at the numerology for the today's date a tiny bit, it's just all new beginnings with the number 1. And then March, which is all about your solar plexus energy center, which leads me to say, I've channeled this message. If you're interested, I posted it under the community, the headline community on this channel. Go check it out if you want to. Maybe that can help you some about what's going on the planet right now. At least that's what I received. Take whatever resonates with you, obviously, as always. So yeah, it's just very new, vibrant energy. I also just found out that Mercury is direct again. And I don't know if that is the biggest influence or whatnot, but it has been a little bit confusing and a little bit slow. I've never encountered so many places where I've sort of wanted to move forward in certain things that had technical difficulties. And that's like I'm sitting in Sweden, and here in Sweden is like, that always works. Like if there's bigger places, it just always works. And for right now, it hasn't for the longest time. So I feel like just coming into this energy today, I hope it's just going to dissolve and just work itself out. So I don't know. I woke up this morning with a very renewed energy. So let's see what's going on for you for love, Virgo, for this upcoming March, basically, give or take. And if you listened to me before, you know that unicorns and peacocks are my indicator that a soulmate connection is around you. That's why I wanted to start with this unicorn deck as a little fun thing to switch things around. And also, it's going to be a surface level first, and we're going to go deeper and deeper and see what we can find for you. So it is a little bit of a journey until I sort of get into the real energy of stuff. And first out comes creativity. And then forgive. So let's see what this is about. This is just such a ginormous card. Like, look at the inflow of new energy, the complete, like the unicorn upon unicorn coming in. So I feel like this is just a strong, strong bond that comes in for you, a strong unicorn bond, strong soulmate bond that's coming in for you. Very emotional because we're in the water. There's this tiny little girl sitting on this rock. Like very, like it feels like the most natural thing. She's not afraid. She doesn't wonder what that is. She's just very in her element, if you will. Underneath it is this draw, paint, think, and act in creative ways. So it's creation. I mean, numerology wise, number 3 is all about creation. It's creativity, it's passion, it's joy. So it's really suiting that it's the time, like the time is March. The whole time frame for this is March, and it's asking you to be creative. We're gonna see what this is about. And then forgive. It's almost like it's the same little girl, because it's a girl that's sitting, it's time to let go of anger and blame. There's some sort of reconciliation. I don't know if there's like a real reconciliation, if there's something that has happened in the past that you tried to move away from and you sort of don't want it back, and now you're getting back with them. I don't think that's it. I just feel like in your mind, there's a forgiveness happening. And so whether this is like you thought something grand was going to come in, this like 1 2 3 4 5 6, is it? It's actually 7. That's 7 unicorns. I mean, 7 is a completion. It's like it's time to enjoy this thing. And it's like this big wave of soulmate feelings came in. And it's like you don't care. It doesn't bother you. You don't look up. You don't have any reaction to it. And here we talk about forgiveness. Like you need to forgive the past. You need to move on and stop blaming and stop thinking about it and move on. Just so much calm waters behind that. Here is like really tumultuous, and here is really, really calm. We're going to see what this is about. So can we clarify this first creative card, please? Okay, I'm going to start there. So 5 of Ariels, there is a situation there that has taken a little bit of a toll on you. 5 talks about a great opportunity for change, that this brought so much change on for you. We have those like pentacles or those symbols. 4 of them sort of being out in the light, and the 5th one sort of a little bit in the dark. So I think that there's something about you were sort of kept a little bit in the dark about something. Something might have come to light that you did not like to hear. And so there's a change in love for you for sure. And it's been stagnant, and it's been stale. It's been freezing cold in terms of your love life and in terms of your emotions. And underneath it, it says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So this definitely have been going on in the past. And you probably have kept a lot of the things to yourself about what has been going on. And now it's like you're stepping out into the light. You're stepping into love again, and you want to forgive. So we're going to see, can we clarify the forgiving card here? So one card flipped but didn't come out. 8 of Michael, you can be free. Make a courageous choice to change your situation, not seeing things clearly. This is when you sort of make up your mind, okay? So certain things could have happened in your life. I mean, there's certainly certain things that has happened in my life for sure. And a couple of times I thought sort of maybe I wasn't going to get up again. Like this will kill me. Like I won't be able to move on from this. And certain things, yes, they can happen over a period of time. I can sort of relate it because it's easier to understand the analogy that something happened at one time, it was like one incident that happened, and I kept replaying that incident in my mind to the point of craziness. And so, yes, excuse me, I guess that was a little bit of a clearance for me. That was not you, that was all me. That, we continue to repeat something in our mind, although certain people maybe have done certain things to you. Maybe they did them once, and then that's what they actually did. And then you do it to yourself hundreds and hundreds of times because you keep replaying in your mind. And even though it's not the exact thing that happened, it's like little versions of it. It's like what could have happened, what would have happened if you did this instead, if you would have done that, it's little changes, but it's sort of repetitive of the same energy. You keep repeating it over and over again. So you're basically doing it to yourself. And it doesn't allow you to move forward. And what's even worse, it keeps attracting things that is similar to that thing because you're keeping it active. And so this is about releasing yourself, letting yourself be free, opening the gates up, and just making a choice to forgive the past. You might not be at the place where you can hug the past, where you can love the past. I love the expression, love it to death. I love you to death. I love this nastiness to death. Because love prevails all, like love wins all, love trumps all. And so it's like you open the gate to your own freedom. And I think this is a mind game. You need to open your mind to freedom. However horrible that what has happened like in the past, it has grown you. Like what doesn't kill you make you stronger. It sucks. But it does. I would have never been the person that I am today for certain of for some of the stuff that has happened in the past, where I thought like I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I don't have any, but still. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is you open the gate to freedom. It's 8 of Michael, so 8 is infinity. It's like endless possibilities for you. And then 7 of Raphael. It's the healing of the chakra system. It's the healing of the energy center. It's a wishing well. You wish yourself well, and it's a wishing well. We have all the chakras there. You dealt with them all. And at this finalizing, I'm glad I started off to talk about the solar plexus, because this is the yellow that's going to sort of explode in this wishing well. The yellow is all about the solar plexus. It's all about your manifestation, your self-worth, your confidence. It's like who you are in the world and what you draw in to yourself is like all solar plexus, and that's your wishing well. You wish upon whatever it is that you want to like manifest right now, and you're coming into your self-worth, and you're coming into your confidence about who you are in the world, and you're getting, I see all these ducks up there, like you're getting your ducks in a row, and it's 7, so numerology wise it's a completion. Whatever was in the past, whatever this is, it is a completion, and it's time to enjoy what you have created because you went through that bullshit. I'm going to use the rubber band analogy again. You probably heard me say it a couple of times now before, but it's like you have this rubber band sitting in around your fingers, and like if you just let it sit there, I know it's stupid to even say, but it doesn't really go anywhere, right? If you just let it sit. But if you take this rubber band and you pull it back, the farther back you can pull it, when you let go, the farther into the future, farther into the light it will get, right? Because of the willingness, even though it doesn't feel like it has been a willingness, but because of the place that you have endured, that you have allowed yourself to go into the past, into the very bottom, dark night of the soul, and you release it, you forgive it, the further into the future, into the light, not necessarily future, the further into the level of darkness you have allowed yourself to be in is the level of light you can now obtain. You can only know life as well as you know yourself, right? And now it tingles in my crown chakra. So for a lot of you guys, it just means that you've opened up to so many possibilities. I am going to start to cry for you guys. You've opened up for so many possibilities and so much freedom due to the boundness, to the prison that you have allowed yourself to be in. And this is all around love. This is relationship related. So whatever you've been through, it's a done deal. Good on you. You survived. Let's see now what wants to come in here. It's a completion. It actually says on the bottom, time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action, and need for detoxification. That's a clarifier for the forgiveness. It's time to make a decision. It's all about like, it's time to forgive. It's just time to leave the past in the past and be clear about the wishing well is here. So be clear about what it is that you want. And I mean, people think that you need to have certain waves of like, please universe or please God, give me this. Just like the universe doesn't know what you want. The universe already, like, you think you might need to make sort of lists so that and we actually have teachers today teaching this, like, how would the universe know, or how would God know what you want unless you write it down? It doesn't work that way. I'm sorry to sound a little bit arrogant and sort of like a little bit above, but it doesn't work that way. It's a vibrational game. So the minute that you have allowed yourself, I'm going to continue to use that word, allowed yourself to be on the bottom of stuff, to be in the clear darkness, that's when you're emanating, like the vibration just shoots out of you the opposite. The minute you meet somebody that is just really obnoxious, you want that person to be kind to you, right? You don't have to go home to write down on a piece of paper, universe, I want next time that I'm meeting this person, that this person is kinder to me. Okay, good, now we know. It doesn't work that way. So as soon as you have been in a certain situation, if you have lack of money, the universe is already like producing money for you. If you've been in lack of love, the universe is like fully on board with how much love you want and how much understanding you want. That's all taking place. So when it says just be clear about what you want, this is just you being clear. Be clear within yourself. What is it that you want? That's just allowing you to match up with what the universe already knows that you want. Maybe you forgot for a bit what you wanted because you were a little bit in the dark there. Okay, so now what? Now what? When you're out of this, now what for Virgo? It is a decision though, still. I think that's because it's on the table. It's sort of, it tells us a little bit of a story where you've been in the past. You thought it was the soulmate connection coming in. Turns out it's not so much. Turns out it was maybe even the opposite. Hell froze over, and then we're sort of coming out of it, and you are out of it. But now it is a decision. It's a mental decision to decide not to give this any more energy or focus. Okay, now what for Virgo? In their love story. Flip, but didn't come out. So sensuality, this is allowing you to have your own cup be overflowing, to fill yourself up, to nurture yourself, to love yourself or respect yourself so that your own cup is overflowing. Before we have a person opening the veil, lifting the veil in the back there, and it's like it's so important that you have your own cup sitting here in front of you. We have a big butterfly that talks about transformation, a bird just right next to which talks about freedom and love and new messages coming in, to let your own cup overflow before we let something in. So that's it, flip it and come out. And then friendship, nurture your relationships. Yeah, I think again, it's like about being your own best friend. And I feel like you've come from, like, first we were completely blue and naive, and then we moved into the purple phase, which is all about the growth. It's all about the wisdom and the spirituality. And now we're moving into this golden age, this beautiful golden age where you've grown so much. And yeah, we have friendships. That might be that you're working on some friendships in your life, but I think it's you being your own best friend. This is you loving yourself, respecting yourself, being your own best friend. So what wants to come out? Story. Peace. Oh, take a leap of faith, Virgo. It's here to stay. Like it's the world. It's the end of the old and stepping into the new. And we have the dove there, which brings peace. You're holding the world in the palm of your hands. Like you're reaching for this new situation here. Sorry if I sorry. Yeah, the delays are over. It's the end of the old and switching into this new reality, this new world for you. That's going to bring so much. That's the opening of the. Oh, that only flipped. Didn't come out. The opening of the gates there with Archangel Michael is like you're. It's such a peaceful card overall. It's just very earthy, very Mother Earth, very nature, animal, flower inspired. Bringing this new reality into reality for you, and bringing that new reality is bringing a lot of peace. So I love, that also flipped and come out. So if you see the cup of love that was there, you saw like we needed the cup to overflow first, to you to tend to yourself first. We have all these, it's almost like I want to try to find it because there it is. So it's like we had that rainbow situation, like that energy start to pouring out, and it's like it's continuously, like it just picks up here. If I can, there you go. It's like your cup overflows, and because it does, like you create this beautiful continuation of this rainbow energy, sort of bringing so much peace into your life. And I think that's it. You just want peace. I'm curious if they're Tark, dull, and handsome. Tark, dull, and handsome. Have you heard that expression? No, because it's at the window for you. You don't care about Tark, dull, and handsome. That's probably what it felt like for you. They're freaking Tark and dull. That's what they are. And maybe somebody has different, preferences. You know what I mean, though. Okay. What else for beautiful? We don't even, like, this it brings a lot of peace. It just brings a lot of peace. So again, another deck, so I will. Way too many cards. Eager to talk. What else for Virgo, please? It's like every card wants to talk, but it doesn't really come out. Virgo. The Fates and by the book. So this is immortality. It's the star, basically. It's what is fated to happen. And I'm actually going to read from the book. Numerology wise, we have 17 there. So it's immortality. It's something that just never dies. It just continues always, always, always. It's fated. It's destiny. It's when something is the way it is, no matter what. The sun is going to come up tomorrow and it's nothing you can do about it. Or the sun is not going to come out tomorrow. There's nothing you can do about it. It's your own reaction to it. It's your own stance on it. What is your perspective about it being cloudy today? That type of, it's going to be sunny, because the sun comes out whether you want it or not. I couldn't say that about the clouds because the clouds you sort of can manipulate. But the sun really is here to shine on us or we would die. And that's a good thing. I'm going to read from it. 17. All the decks that I'm using I've listed down below if you're interested in them. 16, 17. Fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change and knowing what those things are. And I'm actually going to read out just the very thing. That is actually one of the things that came for the solar plexus activation that I talked about is happening. That is under the community. So if you want to read it out. So that's why I really remember this now. And I want to read it out, the very one thing here. And then I'm going to read the relationship message. This is the serenity prayer that says, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. To accept the things I cannot change. the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I'm going to read out the relationship message. Other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result. Wow. So, thank you. I understand why I was supposed to read that. Because the relationship message, I didn't look into that for the solar plexus thing, so I actually didn't know that. So I get it. Like, there's a person here that probably hurt you really badly, and you wanted them to be something that they were not, and you so benefit now from moving on from it. To just, it was fated, so it's supposed to happen. You didn't do anything wrong. It's like, maybe you're questioning, you might not do this, but maybe you question, how on earth could you have attracted this person? Like, you're bright, you're sharp, Virgo, you're Virgo. How in the hell could you attract this type of person? Because it was fated. You knew what this person's influence over you would change in you. It has grown you into this masterpiece. I actually now understand by the book. You did everything by the book. Like, you followed instructions to the T, it feels like. It was fated. It's like it felt, here comes destiny. Here comes this awesome soulmate connection. Rushing in. And it turns out, not so much. And still you were supposed to go through it. So screw all the red flags. If you felt like, yeah, there might have been some early signs. No. There are no red flags. There's only alignment or out of alignment. If you're in alignment, you just attract all these beautiful things around you. If you're out of alignment, you start to attract the things that is not so beautiful. And maybe you saw a little bit of that, but that's not for you to then go and change that person or not wanting to be with that person. That's you changing your alignment so that you feel more in balance with yourself, right? And then see what you will continue to attract. This, though, has given you the opportunity to really have the rubber band analogy effect. The further down you've allowed yourself to go into this, you did everything by the book, exactly as you were told to do. And it has allowed you to move into this most grandiose place of yourself where you now are starting to fill your own cup up. And we have a numerology wise there, we have a brand new beginning, a double, like a strong new beginning. The double one there is the master number 11, which is your wish for something new, the wanting of something new, what you now see for your future. It's also a portal to step through to that new reality. We have that world there that will bring a lot of peace. Wow, you've been through it all here, I feel, Virgo, and I'm going to look at it like, I hope that this is like, okay, this is what happened, and now what? Let's move into the extended and see what else we can find here now for you. So if you resonate with this, if you feel like, yeah, this is my reading, you're so welcome to the extended. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Virgo. Take care.